Okay, folks, welcome back to my solar panel battery results video series. It's February the 2nd. Sorry, no, don't know where I got that from. It's February the 1st, 2019, 2:51 p.m. As always, the question is, are solar panels worth the money? And again, I'm not answering that question. Instead, I'm just going to show you what my house is doing and what it has done for the first 31 days of 2019. Let's begin with how much kilowatt hours we used so far this month. That's 456 kilowatts. And how much power the solar panels has produced as of February the 1st at 2:52 p.m., which is 101 kilowatt hours. Now, before we look at the results, let's take a quick look at what the house is doing at this particular time. First, we have the Go Control thermostat. It's active at the moment because it's in heat mode instead of warm mode, which warm mode would be 73 degrees. Next, we have our refrigerator that's using 131 watts, which is normal. And most importantly, for the results that you see right now on my energy monitors, is that my battery chargers are running because I disabled the program it by putting it in bypass mode so I can get the batteries recharged today, which is the 800 amp switch and the 400 amp hour switch. Now, I do that on occasion due to changes in the weather. And if I get up to 80%, 90% charge, I don't see the point in letting the system turn the batteries off. I just go ahead and finish off the charging process manually. But that's just me and part of my home automation system. Now, as we came back down to look at the monitors for the house, my AC Go Control just went back idle, and the amount of power that we're using is 552, and the amount of power that we're producing is what is that 552? The amount of power that we're using is 752, and the amount of power that we're producing is 775. I'll apologize for that mix up. You know, these are not scripted videos, and I don't edit them and anything like that. It's just raw video that I create that shows my house. Okay, with that disclaimer out of the way, let's take a look at the month of January. Now, while I do collect data each day, I'm not going to go through each day. We're just going to begin with January the 1st because all my energy monitors got reset at that point. For the first day of the month, we have 1.156 kilowatt hours from the solar panels, 13 kilowatt hours from the battery system, from the grid, and 1.8 kilowatt hours from my battery bank. That's an overcast day. Um, so whether solar panels are worth the money or not, just going by that day, probably not. But then again, we only use 13 kilowatt hours, so it really don't matter. And for this month, I've highlighted a couple of days. The first one being January the 10th, where we used 19 kilowatt hours for that day. That was a laundry day. We produced 5.2 kilowatt hours, and we came in at a total of 26 kilowatt hours. Now that tells me get a gas dryer, it's because it's cheaper than buying more panels. The next day we have highlighted is January the 2nd, January the 22nd. This was another laundry day, And the reason was a laundry day is because the weather forecast said it was going to be clear and sunny. It turned out not to be the case. So we used 17 kilowatt hours from the grid, 2.3 kilowatts from the solar panels, for a total of 19 kilowatt hours. Me bad. I should have waited, but I didn't. January 25th is the third day I have highlighted. For this day, kilowatt hours from the grid, 11 kilowatts. That's normal or about average. I highlighted it because it was the first day that we got 6 kilowatt hours from the solar panels. Now the rest of the month is pretty much the same as you see here. So let's just move over to the end of the spreadsheet and look at the kilowatt hours that we got from the grid each week, which was for the first week 80 kilowatts, cost me 95 cents a day. Next is the solar panel production, came in at 19 kilowatt hours. We only had 3 days, 4 days worth of sun, actually 3 days worth of sun, and we produced 22 cents worth of power per day. For the week, it was 107 kilowatt hours used, minus the 1, so that makes it 106 kilowatt hours, and cost $1.25 per day average. This 107 is normal for 2015. So we're on point for average amount of power that we use per day without solar panels. But we only have to pay 95 cents a day for January. The next week, pretty much the same. No need to go over that. Third week, pretty much the same again. No need to go over that. Fourth week, pretty much the same. No need to go over that. That's what happens when it's overcast for most of the month. Now for the total, we came in at 390 kilowatt hours with a cost of $32, which, if you've seen my first video that we posted, is close to my bill that we got for January, which goes from December 2018 to January the 23rd, 2019. 97 kilowatt hours from the solar panels came in at $8. Not a lot. It's under what we did last year, but like I said, we can't control the weather. 33 kilowatt hours from the batteries, so that power was worth $2.78, which is on point for the amount of power the battery system is designed to produce per month. And we have a total of 526 kilowatt hours for a cost of $43. Okay, this 526, that would be normal for January 2015. So we saved $10 in electricity costs. Now, referring back to my first video, that translates into around between $40 and $50 total savings on my bill. Next, we have the solar grid spreadsheet. Now, for this spreadsheet, we just look at how much power we produce, which is here, and consume between sunrise and sunset. So for the January the 1st, of course, we started off at 0 for both. That's the 1.1 kilowatt hours from the solar panels. The meter said that we used 7 kilowatt hours. And my home energy monitor says we consume 7.5 kilowatt hours. Not much of a savings for January the 1st. Like I said, it's overcast, probably raining, probably cold as shit as well. But it is what it is. And I don't have a 4,000 watt solar panel system, so I take it for what it's worth. Now compare that to the last day of the month. Here we go. January 31st. We're up to 97 kilowatt hours in total production. 5.7 kilowatt hours from the solar panels. We use 8.2 kilowatt hours from sunrise to sunset. And the meter said that we got 3 kilowatt hours from the grid. So our solar panels worth the money. January the 1st? No, they're not. January 31st? Well, maybe they are. Now, the last spreadsheet we have to show you is the year-end spreadsheet. Right now we're looking at January 2018. So last year we used, or we consumed, or we got 363 kilowatt hours from the utility company, the electric company. We produced 138 kilowatt hours, and the rest of the stuff I don't have the numbers for because I wasn't recording those numbers at the time. For 2019, that's 390 kilowatt hours from the grid, 97 kilowatt hours from the solar panels. So obviously you can tell from 2018 to 2019, grid power went up, solar panel production came down, and we got 33 kilowatt hours from the grid from my batteries. So all in all, it's pretty even Steven month between 2018 and 2019. I'm not too concerned or too worried about how much power we used because we're gonna have to pay for 390 kilowatt hours instead of the 526 or 221 kilowatt hours if you want to calculate it that way. Pretty good if you ask me. But like I said, are solar panels worth the money? That's the question. And I leave that up to the viewers of this video to decide. So that's the data for January 2019. And before we end the video, let's just go back and look and see what the energy monitors are doing. We're currently producing 808 watts, which is nice, and we're using 691 watts. It's a good bit of difference. So the meter has stopped running. I don't know how long it's going to stop for, but we're 100% solar power right now with no power coming from the grid. I hope it lasts for at least another hour. But it's overcast again today, or mostly cloudy today, so we don't know how long that's going to last. I still have my battery chargers running. 140 watts for one, 255 watts for the other. So we're pretty close to having the batteries charged up. One of these days I'll do a video to show you guys how it works or what the house looks like when the battery system is actually running. But it's nice to know, even if it's going to be for 5, maybe 10 minutes, my house currently right now at 3:05 p.m. we are 100% running off the solar panels.